What's up, everyone? So, I wanted to try something different for this video since, obviously, the footage came out like garbage because I am too tall. I still wanted to post it though because I really enjoyed driving this car and I love driving at the ring, and I use this channel to keep memories as much as I like to show you the world my driving. First, about the car. The Yaris is interesting to say the least. We don't get them in the States, but it seems to be the popular ring tool outside of something like any older BMW right now. There were a good amount of them at any given time during my time there, and it was always awesome to see one. The car has plenty of power for its size, just about 260 or 270 horsepower. It's a little 3-cylinder turbo churns that out, so it's pretty impressive. It weighs, from what I'm told, around 2,600 pounds, all with all-wheel drive, so that's practically feather light. This is Apex Rings car, so it's not 100% stock either. Though it's on its OEM Michelin Pilot 4S tires, it has upgraded endless brake pads, rotors, and JNC dampers. There are Recaro bucket seats in there with some Schroth harnesses, which help lower you down, but apparently not enough for me. Apex requires an instructor for every lap in this car, and it's easy to see why. The track demands respect, of course, but so does a small hatch. The short wheelbase and loads of power cause it to be quite playful in the turns. It's quite different than anything I've ever driven. Coupled with loads of traffic since the weather was beautiful the day I drove, it was quite the liability. I know the Nordschleife fairly well, but there's always something to learn, so Roy, my instructor, was great to have along with me. I had him treat me like I had never been to the track before. I wanted to hear all the input I could get. I'm sure it's quite nerve-wracking to sit in the right seat with dozens of tourists all day at the world's hardest track. So, enough of my talking. Enjoy the rest of this video from what you can actually see, and Roy and I talking while I drive this little Yaris around the ring. Thanks for watching, and maybe you could toss me a subscription as I love to post these sorts of things.
Normally brake it after, before the concrete.
Gotcha.
The concrete is your turning point. Braking 5 kilometers in, positive throttle through it, but not a big boot full.
Just keeping the nose down.
Nice and wide, give yourself a line in.
That's the shit I don't like.
End of a red and white. Normally never touch the brakes in that compression.
Yeah, that's how I did it before.
Out to the yellow, straight out. Brake in, check your mirror, in for late apex, transition into right. This is where you need your muscle cars. Just get them back, just to hang round. Okay, next one. Left apex, go out wide on brakes. Scrub speed off to get in. I'm basically just picking on corners where you weren't quite on point
No, that's what
last
I want.
time.
That's what I want. Come on.
White spot to get your apex. Used to be horrible, but still isn't.
I hate this turn right
Look for your white spot. Brake into your white spot and then increasing the gas as you start going through the 3 rights. Downshift after the corner. Here, when the car's straight, to miss the apex and then hit the apex on a positive gas. The idea is to compromise your entry to get a really nice exit.
here. Speed limit here, right?
No,
No?
not in TF.
Okay.
The signs are there as a reminder.
Gotcha.
Because because they have emergency vehicles coming off.
Yep.
If you happen to have an accident with one, they then got a book to throw at you. But normally, it's just disregarded.
Come on, buddy. You did this to me last lap.
Right, on the gas, braking, stay left to the end of the concrete, and then pull it in on the gas.
It's not giving me the line, sorry. I didn't want to cut them off. Come on, guys. I see you.
Always need to set that corner up.
Yeah.
So you've got a nice turn in.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Nicely on the positive throttle all the way through. Immediately for the left apex. Out to concrete, down the gear, end the concrete, back on the gas to your apex. Start the curb, start braking. End of the curb's your turning point. You can see it now, there's a 143 sign. Just braking straight towards it. Left wheel hits the concrete. Stay at the very bottom of the concrete. Tilt 2. The end out. End of the concrete on the right, so you're turning for your apex. The green is not painted concrete, it's AstroTurf
Oh, good.
on the right. It's not overly grippy. It has some grip, but it's not what you'd expect, thinking it
It's
might
better
be.
than grass, but not
It's
as good
better
as
than
asphalt.
grass, but not quite as good as concrete.
Yeah. I appreciate that.
Hug the curbs on the right until the end of the curbs, because it sets you up for a later turning. Hugging the inside with positive throttle, straight line braking, going back onto the gas as you're transitioning into the left. Wait for the right, into the right. A lot of people going too early, they'll clip the curb, the car's on its roof. All these people only ever wait here for one thing.
I know exactly what you're
Don't make them happy. Okay, look for that yellow number 4. And then just pulling it all the way back. Then you get a nice early gas to get over the top. Out nice and wide on the gas through. Off the brake, back on the gas, wide to get it back to the right. End of the curbs, no brakes, just turning into it. Braking out wide. You've got to get yourself lined up for the corner. And then down a gear. Then just stretch it out in third. Braking on the black. Stay on the black until the last 3 pieces of concrete out, and it just takes you into the left. Run up the hill on the left. Have a brake back on the gas. Early apex out wide. Stay wide. 186. Start turning in, but don't hit the curbs. Just feeding the power in.
little late in the lap, and I was just like, you know
it's
what?
a case of trying to find a balance
Yeah.
sometimes.
I knew I had it.